The full moon. The Buddha once referred to himself as a finger pointing to the moon. "Don't look at me," he said, "look at the moon." Indeed, the power of a full moon is something that has been touted for centuries. Yet most of the effects we correlate with it are not actually caused by the moon directly, but by associated mass movements of energy. The moon itself acts more as a simple timing or synchronization mechanism. Of course, the Buddha wasn't really asserting the undue significance of the moon either. Yet it does illuminate, in a manner of speaking, the energetic connections between us all, human, plant and animal, and all other consciousness here. The force of this mass energy can be felt on an individual level for those attuned to it. Equally notable, though, is the apparent lack of a lunar effect whatsoever on individuals who are not aligned and resonant with this energy. This is the paradox of our experience of energy here. In some cases, it can have an incredibly strong influence on us. In others, it may seem to have little to none. Though there is scientific skepticism that there is any lunar effect on human behavior, it is impossible to deny a profound fascination and belief in it. You may interpret this as historic ignorance or mass delusion if you prefer, but in fact this is precisely what we are discussing. The real power attributed to the moon emanates from perceptions of a great many individuals aligning with beliefs related to the lunar cycle. These perceptions, filtered through these beliefs, shape a large flow of energy, and regardless of whether you objectively notice them or not, mass flows of energy do affect each of us to greater or lesser extent. The point is to address how they are affecting you. You can examine experiences beyond those correlated with the moon, of course. There are mass movements of energy underlying many topics and beliefs, stock markets or political elections to name a few. The depth and magnitude of our connection and interaction across the world has expanded exponentially with globalization and technological advancement, and this has made it much easier to find resonance and be swept along in mass streams of energy that may not be to your greatest benefit or preference. At this point in history, it is important to develop ways to efficiently slip through the energetic friction moving in opposition to your growth. This can be particularly noticeable when you try to move in a new direction, perhaps in the form of an innovation, or perhaps simply to free yourself from a rut or break a worn-out habit. It is also possible for much smaller groups of people to generate movements of energy that can produce strong effects on you. Even a few people in resonance can greatly amplify the strength of an underlying energetic expression. In some cases, you may be strongly affected by the energy of a single person if you appropriately align yourself with it. Willingly connecting to someone empathically can significantly affect you and him or her. At an energetic level, we share with each other almost as if we were a single being. Here, an action of healing in one person can initiate or even literally become an aspect of healing within the other. An understanding you offer yourself can inherently contribute to the understanding of someone connected to you. This realization cuts both ways, however, and we can also distinctly feel and experience the dissonance of each other. This friction-like quality of energy may be more affecting if you knowingly engage with an energy or in some other way resonate with it. This is an important point. You are in resonance with any energy stream that is influential to you. By definition, this is the reason you become enmeshed with it. When that occurs for an extended time period, you may confuse this stream of energy for your own and begin to match it, at which point it truly becomes part of your own expression. Part of being human is being simultaneously interconnected with others, while still maintaining your individuality and choice. To empathically connect is not the same as blending with or matching the energy of another individual or group. By allowing oneself the genuine perception of separation, you can create the uniqueness of your experience regardless of how others express themselves. though to accomplish this may require you to objectively remove yourself from expressions or situations that are not serving you. This is not the same as cutting yourself off from the mass energy, however. It is not truly possible to entirely isolate yourself. To even get a taste of such an experience is difficult without noticeable discomfort and likely eventual self-detriment. For we are fundamentally connected and nourished by each other and the whole of consciousness. So how does one address this seeming catch-22, in which we are immersed and influenced by mass streams of energy, but simultaneously separate and free-choosing beings? To answer this question, you must hold the two paradoxical viewpoints at once, for they are both true. You are simultaneously interconnected and separate. You must accept and interact with the whole without losing touch with the breadth of choices continuously available to you as an individual. Your most beneficial path may require significant dedication to discover and commit to what you truly value within a vast sea of strongly moving energies. You may not have control of the playing field, so to speak, but there is always a navigable path from where you are, leading through what you want to explore and arriving at who you truly want to become.